put him in bed first?
Nah, Liz is here. She don't do it.
All right, let me.
know.
We should be live-ish. I'm gonna tweet real quick.
It's time for you to go, Des. Love you. I see something naughty in your eye. Oh my god, I'm looking at the stream and I see your head floating.
I told you.
Yeah.
So I don't wear the shirt.
Have you ever heard of VTube?
VTube. VTube? No.
Yeah, it's basically it's a way for you to like you know the like it's a way for you to stream like how do I explain it? It's kind of um like using like you can use your phone like if you have an iPhone you can use the iPhone's face reader thing to track your face, and then with VTube you connect your phone to it, and then you can have your facial expressions on an avatar on there. So like a lot of people use
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
like anime characters,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
they like
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, I think I've actually seen that. All right, I'm just twittering it out.
Twitter, Twitter, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet. All right, what genre of music you want, man? And don't say country.
Dude, I like every genre. I like every genre. It doesn't matter.
That's no help.
Mm. It must be unfurled.
We'll go with some funky funk.
Yeah, baby. I like it funky.
Okay. Oh, share your are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, if you just want to do like a sharing inception, because all I have is just your screen up. Hold on.
Oh, well, you don't have to.
I'm sharing it. I'm sharing. I got the game on my other screen. I have an idea of what I want to do, but yeah, look at the thing first that I did, the blue thing.
Did you say you're sharing or not? Sorry.
Yeah, you should be able to
Why
see
is it so freaking hard to switch? Or am I looking at yours? What? No, no. Well, there we go. There we go. Alright. That's showing your screen up in the top right. Alright. So, I liked what you had before. It's the thing to me. But maybe it's just me.
Well, did you see the other one on your computer?
Not really on my computer. I saw it on your computer.
It was kind of crappy looking. I mean, you can revert it back if you want. You just revert back to shader. But yeah, it was the other one was kind of.
Oops. Clicked the wrong button.
The other one had hard edges and stuff. But, not working when you hit F?
Oh, I didn't try. Yeah, no, it should work
Oh.
fine. I was just walking through the thing.
Oh.
Well, it just froze on me. That was weird. That's weird. There it went.
Blow yourself up.
Oh, I will blow myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I think the two things we need to like really focus on is I feel like if we figure out how to do all the game state stuff, it's basically like, so if we ignore, let's just completely disable the scene for a second. This should be everything that we need going throughout, like, everything, right? Because the global volume, you said, it's for the bloom and, like, post processing effects, right?
Yep.
The dialogue manager stays consistent. Oh, we don't need the second one, actually. I can kill it. Vehicle camera we turn on and off. The ship is, you know, the current player ship. These scene events have to do with the dialogue system. We got our first person controller. We got in general this player input system that has to do with the vehicle input and stuff. The scene objects contains our like floating origin manager, the game state manager, and then we got our menus input.
Okay, well, why don't we just create, so you have all of this in a scene, right? Why don't you just load in the scene into the scene that you're in and use the scene as like a prefab? Remember how we're doing the sectors? How each sector is a scene?
You think that we should have this as like a prefab?
Yeah, that way you could just load it into each scene. You remember you can load a scene into another scene.
Oh, but we don't need to do that because remember the dialogue system like keeps this all consistent. I already added the do not destroy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do everything, like including like the vector.
Yeah. So here, let me.
Oh, so is that why it shows up on the do not destroy list?
Yeah. So let me go ahead and switch scenes real quick. And I'll do like the ship. Here, let me just. So already we've got this like under do not destroy all those elements. And if I go ahead and switch scenes, now we're in the scene, the intro scene that has that planet. It's got our animation and everything like that. So that's separate. So that's this intro one. So like this automatically has all of our stuff separate. So I feel like this is fine. But the problem that we're having is the fact that not all of these things kind of work together automatically. And before we were like trying to disable and enable some of them. Whereas what I think we need to do. Let me skip that song, that was annoying me. What I think we need to do is if we look at the game state manager. The game state manager? No, hold on. Which one is it? This one? Oh, there's two? Oh, that was agent. Yeah, game state. What I think we need to do. Go back. I think we need to expand like what this is doing because this is nice that it like pauses and controls the cursor and stuff like that. I think we need to expand like what this is doing, and instead of like all those places that we end up saying like, oh, disable the HUD and stuff like that, that we instead use game states to do it.
Yeah, it's just a state machine.
But
yeah,
that way we can have it control, because the problem that we have, and it's more noticeable on when I'm in first person, is when we go to stuff like the quest menu. If I go to the quest menu, that pauses the game, which is right, and releases the mouse, which is right. But then as soon as I hit quest log, oh, I didn't do it this time. Interesting.
But it did show the ship's HUD.
But now the ship's HUD's there.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's in the ship that it does. Oh man, I just loaded the other scene. Yeah, hold on. That's the other thing, is I would like to try to, I don't know, figure out how we can map our controls better, because I think it's confusing at this point. Alright, so I'm in here, right? So this pauses it. But now you can see...
Yep.
It doesn't do it here, but as soon as I start interacting with one of these, it does. It's really weird.
Well, those game states, like there's really nothing in those, like those game state, like the states themselves. It's just a scriptable object.
Right.
The thing is to be able to make the two systems do what you want it to do based on the state. We're gonna have to code all of that, like all the things that you want it to do based on the state, because there's nothing right now that's defining what happens. Like there's stuff hard coded already for like the pause state,
Right.
but yeah, we would have to basically.
I mean, am I wrong? Don't you think that's the better way to go about it? Or do you have a better idea, like a better suggestion?
I mean, either way, you're gonna have to do something custom, like custom script.
No, for sure. I mean, that's because we're trying to combine what, like, 3 systems into each other. The dialogue manager, the third-person controller, and then the ship controller, right?
Yep. I'm just trying to think how we can set what we want. We would have to kind of create, I guess, like the script would have to expose properties that you would want to control per state. Like for example, like one property would be like which thing is active? What is it called? Which controller is active? That
Right.
would probably be like one property.
Yeah, so when you're in the third-person controller, that's one thing that then, like, depending on the game state you're in, will trigger the right stuff, right?
Yep.
Because that's the thing, is like, yes, when we hit the one, when we're in a chat or we hit the quest menu, we want the HUD to go away, but there's a different HUD per controller.
Yeah, we basically need. I don't know if you've read about state machines for Unity. We just basically need a state machine. That's all. I mean, it's not easy, but that's basically what we need. It's called a state machine.
State machine.
Yeah. So you have a state machine, and then the machine. There's different states that you define, and then you just tell the state machine which state is running, and then the state machine will run like the update function on that state, on the current active state.
Well,
And
so
then each state has its own like
yeah.
list of things that it controls.
Well, and I've done that with the animations, like what this documentation is showing. This one.
Look at what was it called? State machine. What was it? State machine. Something.
Like this one. So I could create this using Play Helper. This is very much like Play Helper looking to me.
What are you? Play helper?
Yeah, it's not Playmaker. I'm sorry, Playmaker.
Playmaker. Yeah. Playmaker uses state machines.
Gotcha.
That's why you see that SM. What was it? ESM or SME or something like that in Playmaker. It's a state machine. Let me see. There's a third word I keep forgetting. Let me see. State machine. It's state. What? Or what? Okay. Hey, Brock. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Well, here, Emma. Just go and hit the unlock button. Just go upstairs to the door. Yep.
Do you think I should just get a long sleeve green shirt and put green gloves on? Pull them just eyes?
No, it covers your whole body. So it would just be a voice talking to the camera.
I could just turn off the camera.
There might be something happening. And then just randomly scare them.
Yeah, what I was thinking about is a finite state machine. Where you have like you basically have like a state machine class, and then you have like different states, and each state is basically like does something. Like you program the state to do something. But anyways, in the world, I'm watching the.
I know now.
Stream.
I can see the delay. So, is that something you want to do, or is that something you want me to do? How do you want to divvy that up?
I can do it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you want to do it, be my guest. But if you don't want to do it, I don't mind doing it. It doesn't matter.
Well, so if I do it, I probably will go ahead and just throw in Playmaker, because I feel like I have a pretty good idea how to do it with Playmaker, where no matter what, even if we do stuff later on with other scripts, we can send out a message that talks to Playmaker, and it runs the state.
Yeah, I don't care. You can use whatever you want.
But that's what I'm saying is your method would be using whatever Cody thingy.
If I do it, I'm using Visual Studio Code.
That's fine. Well, so like I said, like, am I wrong that like the way that they have their states, like, because I don't mind doing like I like the idea of these different game states, and then just expound, like you said, expounding upon like what they're doing.
Yeah, but let me see. Let me just look. I'm looking at their script thing to see. So here shows when you enter a game state. Let me see their different states. So game state is just a scriptable object. But where the heck do they actually like list what the state does? Because there should be in the game state, there should be a thing that like says what each state, like each state should have its own definition. Unless the script, yeah, I think that might be how they did it. It could be that they're just like their other scripts check to see what state it's on. Bodies in motion, build up heat. Da-da, da-da. Oh man, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. This is going to be a pain in the butt.
I mean, do you think that we don't need it and that we can fix like the menu stuff? I just feel like later down the road, like we're gonna keep on doing like the same, like repetitive. We've already done it like a few times, right? With like the warp recently, and we, you know, have basically run like got it working with the dialogue system, then broke it at one point, and then got it working again, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we keep on running into repeating the same steps. But
Well, that's because you have so many things that can do the same thing.
Well, true. But that's what I'm saying is I think we need to kind of say, okay, we're only going to use, you know, only allow this one thing to control the mouse or whatever. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, we'll just have to, like, we need to make a catalog of things that we want to be able to control from one state to another. So mouse is one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how we would do the input because each thing has like its own input system.
Well, and that's the thing is, do we really need that?
Well, I mean, for the ship, yes, because all the keys.
Well, right. Yeah, the ship controls. I was just thinking the menu has like its own weird input, doesn't it? Or was I able to, maybe I was able to turn that one off.
Well, isn't that for like I remember seeing there was something. Nah, never mind. I'm thinking about those little dialogues.
Yeah, menus input system.
How come you have? Hold on. Let me make the screen bigger. How come in your menus input system you have more stuff than the one in New Space?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, never mind. It's because I didn't have menus expanded. Never mind. Thing is, I don't know what half of these things do. Like pause menu. When you hit escape, what pause menu is showing up? Is it the one from?
Space combat system is the one when you hit escape normally. Now, I do have the dialogue system. Ideally, ignores that escape when you're in the middle of a chat, and escape lets you skip through the chat. So the space combat system should be connected to. Yeah, it's connected to this menu's input, the vehicle input, and the player input.
Right.
What are you, Austin Powers?
That's exactly who I was thinking of. Dr. Evil when I said that. Number 2, fire the frickin' laser. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we should get rid of all the input. Mwah! Mwah!
You have lost it.
Yep. Anyways. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, how hard would it be just to get rid of all the dialogue stuff from the Space Combat Kit and use the dialogue system. Dialogue.
So
menu.
that's the thing is, I would like us to kind of like figure out what do we want to consistently do, like to trigger stuff, right?
Yeah.
So like, let's see.
'Cause yeah, it would be nice just to have one system.
Yeah, so we've got that pop-up, which, I mean, it's kind of nice.
And what is that one from the dialogue system, or is that from, or is that from the Vector?
That's from the dialogue system, and I got it to pop up here as well. But I feel like in some cases we do need to leave some of these in here. Like, it makes sense to me that this one's separate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it has to do with the vehicle. Well, I'm trying to land. Land. There it goes. So for some reason, the like F thing isn't showing up here. It's annoying. The other thing I was thinking is, like, I would like it to adjust distance on interactables, or say something's interactable. Well, on this one, I guess I can kind of sort of say it's interactive with, like, the player versus the player ship. Ooh. You were part of the ship.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's this thing's gonna be tough to do. No matter which way we go.
Tell you what, I'll take a stab at it with Playmaker. See where I get. But I guess what we can do real quick. Let's try to go ahead and set up the rest of the scenes. So that way they're using this one, like this method. So that way, as we're building out other stuff in the other scenes, I did not mean to hit play. That way, those, like, we can keep on working on the other scenes and not have to keep on going back and redoing the stuff. So, what I'm thinking is, no, I didn't mean to do that. I want to open up. I'm gonna duplicate this one, and I'm gonna just rename it like a backup. Controllers. So essentially, oh yeah, we don't need that second dialogue system in here, but I think everything else is good to go.
What about the scene?
The scene itself does not matter. Everything in here doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and make a prefab of our working ship, player ship. That makes sense to do at this point. Should I go ahead and prefab this up?
No, because it's already it's a file already. If you look at the profile on the right hand side, anything that you change in there gets saved to that
Gotcha.
File.
Can this be unique, or can we change the stuff on the fly? Or
yeah.
Or does it need to be per scene?
No. You can change it. What do you mean on the fly? Like with the script?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change that with the script.
Well, I was just wondering if this makes sense to, like, does it make sense to be per scene, or does it make sense to be at the global level and move throughout all the scenes?
No, it's fine if it's at the global level.
Okay. All right.
If you do want some, because I mean, with it being globally, you can set like a default, and then if you need to override it, you can just create a new one for that scene that only does like the little overrides you want to do. But at least this one sets the tone for the whole game.
I say we prefab it. That way, in case we do something weird with it, we know that we did something. Alright, I want to make sure. Okay. Apply all. I want to make sure all these don't have any overrides. Now, I don't know that this can be a prefab. I'm going to leave it alone, because I know it does stuff with that. Okay. Let's save this. copy these. One scenes, go into our intro. I thought I saved. Alright, our intro. And I'm literally going to put all of this. Scene. Oh, I'm an idiot. No. That's right. We're saying the intro is the very first scene. So yeah. Okay. Alright, so we're good here. Save.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I guess you didn't hear me.
She said thank you.
Oh. I guess I'm the one that didn't hear her.
I think this one looks the coolest, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at those
Alright,
rings.
let's see.
Saw the space contractor rings circling around the green planet.
I don't like toggle. Let me do, I don't know what, just like a button for now.
What is it that you're doing right now? I'm so lost in space.
You're so lost in space, huh?
Are you still doing like a start button or something?
Essentially. There's our text. Dickard. Maybe?
Yeah, you need. There should be a place for you to set the.
Right? Okay, button.
Yep, that looks like a button. Oh, text mesh pro text, and you have it. It's the Bluetooth.
Oh, it wasn't expanded. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
So for right now, I'm just gonna say new space versus Philly bro. Wow, I guess everyone. New space. Where is our order and everything? There we go.
Did I ever tell you how much I hate doing UI stuff
I
on the
really
game?
thought you were gonna say, have I ever told you how much I hate you?
Wow.
No, I
Did
didn't
you
say
hear
that.
her?
Huh?
Did you-
Something, how much I hate you?
Yeah, she said she thought you were gonna say, "Do you know how much I hate you?"
No.
That's what she thought you were gonna say.
It would be kind of weird for me to hang out so much with somebody I hate.
However, it would be epic to roast somebody on their own stream. Just saying. Get views.
Speaking of which, nope, nobody said anything. Damn.
New space and
Is it
Why'd you
not
edit
letting you edit it?
I don't know why.
Oh, I hate that. I think it's a bug. That happens to me sometimes, and I have to basically like restart the whole thing.
Well, I don't want to restart the whole thing. What's all this? Big.
Yeah, it doesn't like no matter what you click on, it's gonna keep doing the same thing.
Damn it.
You can still. I think if you click into it, you can still type. It just doesn't show you the cursor, doesn't it?
Not for
No.
me.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh, enable and disable debug mode. Do you know how to do that? How to enable it?
Enable what?
Debug mode.
I thought I had to
Up.
restart the thing. No?
No, well, try enabling and disabling it. So, do you know how to enable it?
No? What? Where?
Click on the three little dots over there in the top right by the little lock icon, and then yeah, and now try see if you can click into stuff. No. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It just doesn't like me.
You can also just save the scene and try switching scenes and see if maybe that does it.
Yeah, let's see. I'll just try to open the same scene again. Or I'll just restart Unity. How about that?
Yep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It looks so weird with the white background.
Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita something I forgot. Una gota de gracia pa' ti, pa' mí. What in the world?
Alright, I say we switch up music. Let's do what's club beats.
I don't know. I don't go club. You know, I've never been in a club before, like a nightclub. Have you?
Sorta. Yeah. Depends on what you consider a nightclub.
Like a club, like where people go party. Yeah.
It's a room that you go in at night. It's just a bunch of people. May or may be nights, may or may not be alcohol. Definitely gonna be some drugs.
I've been to bars where they have like a club night type of thing. I've been to like a New Year's Eve party at club. So yeah, I don't know the name of the one. I'm trying to think. So Galaxy Bar did the club night.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
New Year's Eve party that I was talking about.
Yeah, they used to like, do a lot of stuff with the students.
Okay. So, but the other one I cannot think of the name of. It was across the street from. What was that bar? It was across the street from another bar where we played pool, and then we left that and went to the other bar, and they were doing like a whole dance floor thing. And I cannot think of either one of those bars' names. How did I know they were located? I went Bradley. What?
Trying to find the part.
I mean, one time he did. Now you got me Googling bars over here.
God damn it, Brock.
I don't know. Alright, I'll close it. I don't know. I don't remember. Can I edit this stuff now? Yay!
Oh man, my booty's hurting from sitting down so much.
Booty.
Hey, hey, bring that down, bring that booty down.
Alright, so, does that mean I can do usable on these?
I don't know.
On select? Yeah? Yeah? Right? Dialogue system triggered. And then we should be able to say play sequence and do load scene. No, sorry, load level. New space. Wait, am I on new space? Yeah, new space. Just and on you. Let's hit play, see what happens. Absolutely nothing.
What was that warning from the events? The scene is missing an event system. Adding one.
Yeah, it normally does that. It's like the dialogue system, or one of them, like loads in the input system on its own. And so I noticed that when we had a separate input system, then we were getting the warning that you can't have two at once. Because one of them was dynamically loading it in. Alright, so trigger, use, like, is this not... usable? Yeah. I'm not doing it right. Or should I just do on click? Hold on. I'll just remove this one. On click. And then yourself. And then trigger.
On use, I guess.
On use. Or start. I guess on use.
Yeah, I would try on use and see.
Oh snap!
Oh, loading sign.
All right, but now we got too many controllers and stuff happening. So
Yep.
now we need to delete the controllers from this scene. All right. So save this one. I'm gonna make a backup of our new space. Bank. I'm gonna open new space, and we're gonna delete this and this, and our menus, and all that,
And the ship.
Yep. I'm gonna kill this, like, we can mess with that stuff some other time, like switching ships and stuff. I'm gonna even kill that too. Yeah, player ship 2, kill it.
You can kill the global volume because it's the same one.
Is that it?
I think so.
Save.
Oh, okay. Let's see how this is gonna work.
Well, it won't work perfectly. What I'll have to do is tell it when loading the scene. I'll have to make some changes to this. Because right in this scene, I've disabled even the vehicle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'll need to do is have it when we're loading in that scene, have it enable. So we'll see what happens right now. We'll say new space. Might enable the ship. Nope. Didn't. It didn't enable the cameras either. But so for right now, let's just go ahead. We know we're gonna be flying in a ship. So we'll just enable these right this second. New space. I must have forgotten to delete something. Let's see. That's the backup. Did I not kill the cameras, maybe? That's right. So let's do spawn. Alright, let's specifically see if it will let us spawn. So, comma, this should be the spawn point. Oh, I know what happened. Alright.
What?
You know what? Let's do Philly Bro first real quick. So I have this set up to start with the third person controller. That's how I have this set up right now. That's why it's not working the way I'd want it to. Hold on. Let's do this the same jazz with Philly Bro. New space button. Actually, I want to do button. Button. Oh, what is it called? It's called like rename planet. Bro. And right now I don't have any spawn points, so we'll leave it just as that. Let's make a backup of Philly Bro. Alright, club beats are already starting to annoy me. Synthwave? Maybe? Let's see. Alright, so I'll go ahead and actually make a spawn point in here. Fun. Oh, we'll just say spawn player. Alright, so we'll kill this. Don't care about main camera. Don't care about the dialogue. Don't care about menus. Input or vehicle. That or that. Now you have a different global volume in here. Is that okay? Or is it the same one? Alright, did you fall asleep on me? You fell asleep on me, didn't you?
Now I'm here.
Uh-huh. So is this the global input, is this the same? Or is it different?
No, it's the same.
You sure?
I think so. It's got the same name. The same file name.
Alright, so I can kill it from the scene?
Yep.
Dead. It's dead. Deader than a
It's gone.
sea squirrel. Alright. Save. Spawn player. Alright, I'm not gonna do the spawn player thing yet. I'm just gonna try to load and see what happens. What?
The heck? Did you not set the load thing?
No, I did, but it says. Alright, let's go to build settings.
Uh,
I don't care about tests. Remove tests. Apparently, I never added in. Really, bro.
we've got no cameras.
Let me enable the first person controller and then click play. I don't know if this is gonna mess up anything initially. Let's see. Do I start falling or something? No. Okay. I just falling through the map, I bet. Yeah. Cool.
And this is falling.
So this is why we made that spawn point. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the spawn point on there. Where is it? Comma. Yes. Okay. Apparently he still fell. I don't know if you saw that real quick. But I saw my character go woo. So let's look at that spawn point. Maybe raise it a little bit. Well, I mean, hold on. that the... Well, that's it. Why is everything so dark, Jorge? Why can't we see everything?
Did you delete the directional light?
Did I? Maybe.
I don't know. That's the only reason I can think of why it's dark. Nah, it looks like it's the shadows are there, so.
And let's get through the chat real quick. No, stop it.
That's so weird, even.
Okay. Third person controller or camera isn't following our character. Try this.
Is there something blocking the camera, maybe?
No, it's straight up just not. It's not moving to where it should.
Hold on, what did it say in that error? The variable player something something? Is it maybe missing?
Well, that's just Dex.
Uh,
Dex is wanting to follow a player that doesn't exist. We can go with Dex later. What's weird is I didn't have any issues with the third-person controller going from like empty space to that. Because we have a camera? You know what, let me turn off this camera for a second before. So maybe it's interfering. Alright. try to spawn our ship in the same spot as the person. So that's the issue. It's picking up that camera instead. There we go. I don't know why our guest left this picture, but okay.
That's weird.
Is this the same? Are you sure this is the same global setting? Seems brighter. Just me.
Make sure that the camera has post processing selected. Because if it doesn't, then it will. But yeah, it is. I mean, it's got the blue. That's what the global thing is doing. I thought we had a sky.
We did. And we just had the regular skybox. But now we have the skybox that's the same one as the space one.
Oh.
Alright, so let me turn off this one.
Hey, what do you use for all the background music?
I'm currently using Soundstripe.
Is that just like a website you go to, or is it like a program?
It's a website. Here, I'll send you the link.
And you're paying for it?
So go to just you can like demo their songs and stuff.
Ah.
Trying it out. We'll see if it's worth it. Alright, so I should be able to yeah. Okay. Let's see if this does it right. Nice. See that, Jorge?
Yep.
Yarp.
Yep.
Yarp. Wait, what do I clear ship? Oh. Feel that. Get myself confused.
Was Saturday? Um, Me and Desmond had to go. Well, I had to go get a haircut,
Yeah.
and my mom borrowed my car because her car is in the shop. So she's got my Jeep,
Okay.
and I had to take it. And Liz was in Santa Claus, Indiana, with her sister. So I had to take an Uber to Great Clips,
Gotcha.
and on the way back home, that Uber had like a tablet in the back where you could select uh select a song. So I put on there the freak flag song from Here Come the Mummies, and Desmond was jamming out in the back on the
That's
way home.
funny. I can only make that true or false. It's not what I want. Is there some way that... Am I thinking about this wrong? Essentially, I want to set... I want to set game agent starting vehicle.
And not. Oh, it doesn't have an option for you to.
Actually, here we go. That should work.
See. Man, it's already 10:25.
Oh,
Yay!
yeah. Well,
But
almost.
are you not able to?
Not let me move.
Oh, I guess it still thinks that you're outside of the. Because it's got the blue thing.
Oh, launch. Because I was in landed mode. That's why. Noise.
Oh,
They're shooting at me. They're shooting at me. Boom. Oh, I'm dead. Alright, so. Yes, save that. And new space. We're gonna create a new spawn point. Anything? Oh, I think you were doing something, huh?
who, me?
Yeah, you. Nope, not all caps. Billy Bro. We'll see how that goes. Intro. Scene. New space. interesting.
Is it not? Shift ain't working.
Shift ain't working.
Yeah, and the dialogue thing isn't showing up either. And you're not supposed to be shooting. You're not supposed to be able to shoot so close to it either.
Too bad.
Oh, does the ship have the? How was I? Why do you keep shooting that?
Because Angel's shooting me? You have a problem with that?
Keep shooting that. I'm gonna build an anti-ship defense system
So it shoots back?
so that when you shoot it, it shoots you back.
That's funny. Alright, should I just go ahead and push all these changes up?
Yeah.
Redid the whole thing.
Oh man.
Now, I'm sure we'll need to kind of like potentially, like you said, maybe do prefab or something where just when we're initially building and stuff like that, being able to like just jump in and do it real quick. But basically, with testing like quests and stuff like that, I figure we should make sure that we're using the actual dialogue system.
Yeah.
Oh, these might not be on the right layer, because shouldn't this be playership?
Uh,
I know its tag is, but maybe its layer doesn't need to be. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think anything
That layer is player.
is. I wonder if the player ship does it have the rigid body? Could it? I wonder if the rigid body needs to. It's schematic. Here, let me see what the rigid body is. Yeah, so its kinematic isn't checked on here, so we just need to make sure that it's not checked. Or well, does it? Will it matter actually? Does
Oh, remember when you launch, it unchecks it.
Then let me see the workstations. Oh shoot! It's probably because the warp stations have the carrier launch script, which needs to know what ship. I wonder if that's why the warp station wasn't showing.
Probably.
Go into the warp station's game object over there. It's like the sixth from. Yeah. Oh no, it's set on there. So
Oh, but this is.
but it,
Why is this even in here? Oh, I'm in the backup, dude. Hold on, sorry.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, see it says none. But yeah, that should be warp drive on the events, and then in the carrier, the starting launch vehicle should also be player ship.
So hold on.
So how the heck did you like tell it? Ah, it's warp drive toggle.
Where's warp drive? Weapons.
Oh no, that should be. There's a game object called warp drive. Not the player ship. The
Oh,
player
but
ship
that's on
doesn't
the
go down.
camera, right?
Yep,
That's on the vehicle camera.
yep. The player ship goes into that launch. The launch, the starting launch vehicle up there on the top. On the. But yeah, so how do we get the camera now from? Or not the camera, but the warp drive thing.
Hold on.
You maybe have to turn that into a prefab.
I thought it was already a prefab, so that's what Ah, look at that. This had. Okay. Alright, so we'll just. Nope. Not there. Is this not where I saved my camera? Yeah, here we go. Vehicle camera.
Well, that's not gonna work because the warp drive thing is inside of it, so you're not gonna. It's not on it. That's what I was saying. I think you might have to turn warp drive into a prefab, and then yeah. Now see you driving down. There we go.
Enable or warp drive toggle?
The toggle.
Alright, we can see. I don't know if this will actually work, but
Whoa. Oh, nothing. What happens when you click on warp drive thing in the events? Does it select?
hey, I think it's because of that our object trigger thing.
Let me see what I have set on that. Yeah, the trigger object is the player ship. It could be that the oh yeah, does it have launch stage, warp dialogue, the player ship, and then warp drive would also need to be set in there. No, nobody wants to land. Even though we're going through it, and I know it makes you feel alone. Man, you got 37 followers. You're almost there. Once you get affiliate status in Twitch, doesn't that mean that you're not gonna be able to stream on YouTube anymore?
Does it?
Or is that
I don't think so.
when
That's
you're
partner.
partner?
Yeah, affiliate should just mean. Let's see.
Oh, you know what else is missing in that warp drive dialogue? The text, the prompt text.
Oh, this one?
Yep. That should be. Where is it? I think that's under the camera too. No, it's under. It's in the player ship. In the hood. Even though we're going through it. I'm getting tired, Brock.
I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I understand what this is. But is it embedded? But I guess like streaming simultaneously to both or something is a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's what they mean by live Twitch content. The content that's
Gotcha.
going on Twitch can't go on.
Gotcha. Well, depending on which one I get a higher subscriber thing to, which one I'll go with.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here because I'm tired.
Alright, well, I will see about messing with this later then. Should I push what I have? Or should I? What do you think? I don't think this is working.
Well, I mean, if it's not working, I don't know. No. Don't push it.
Okay, I'm just gonna discard all the changes? Hold on. What was the last thing that we like?
The last thing you pushed up was the changing scenes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I had that working. Right? Like spawning into the different, like, Phillybro versus New Space, right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, well then I'm just going to discard these changes and not save. And pick it up some other time.
Alright, I'll see you. You guys have a good night.
You too.